Hi everyone, this is Jake Byers, and for this video I will be quickly going over the highlights of the D2l start of the semester email that I sent to faculty earlier this month. If you haven't already, please save this email to your 5-year archive in case you need it later. Before I start, I just wanted to remind everyone that the new S and H drives are now operational. Please back up anything that you have been saving to your computer or flash drives. Submit a help desk ticket if you cannot access either drive. And that brings me to the first topic, help desk tickets. Please submit help desk tickets if you have any problems, and remember to choose desire to learn if it is a D2l issue. This helps us keep track of any outstanding issues. Browsers. I strongly recommend using Google Chrome. D2l and CCCS both recommend using Chrome because it receives updates and fixes first. Use any other browser at your own risk. Two new updates are, number one, D2l no longer works on Internet Explorer, and number two, D2l has dropped support for the enterprise version of Firefox. This means that D2l will not fix any future issue that arises for the enterprise version. All campus computers use Enterprise at this time, so I would recommend using Chrome if you are not already. Minimum requirements. Listed here are the minimum requirements that your D2l course needs to meet. First, you need to have your syllabus ready and available for students. Please note, if the syllabus is a Word file, check to see that your dates appear when viewed in D2l. If they don't show up, then it means there is a date picker field being used. Dates are still visible when viewed outside of D2l, but D2l has issues with the date picker field. You can edit the file and re-upload it with manually entered dates to correct this issue. Second, you need to have your gradebooks set up and released for students. The instructions are listed below, and we'll see those in a little bit. And also, it is recommended to have the first few weeks of content and assessments ready to go. Next, under the basic D2l skills, you will find hyperlinks to various YouTube tutorial videos covering multiple D2l topics. These ones are from Brightspace, who own D2l. This also includes some old tutorial videos created by CNCC. I will be updating these eventually when I have some time. Also, there is a link to Brightspace's community site that includes various guides and answers to questions the community has asked about. I have attached 2 instructor guides up here at the top from the community site, and they both contain a ton of information about setting up your D2l course. Next, again, deactivated students, just like the last few years. Students will be populating into D2l courses on August 17th. If a student's account has been deactivated, then they will not show up in your D2l class list. Please compare your D2l class list against your list in Crossroads until census, and let your dean know if there are any discrepancies. They will then compile a list of students and send in help desk tickets. Next, assigning instructors to your course. If you need an instructor added to a D2l class, please send this information to your dean so they can put in a ticket. This makes sure that the instructors do not need to be added to Banner for a class. I will be working with the deans later this year, hopefully, to look at streamlining this process. Surveys. We are no longer using Smart Evals for course or instructor surveys as of the end of July. Lisa and I will be exploring other options over the next couple of months and discussing those with the deans. More information will be coming soon. Next, WebEx is the System Office approved video conferencing software. Use any other service at your own risk. We are not able to purchase any other service at this time. Also, if you want WebEx integration into your D2l course, please let me know as soon as possible. I might have to get in touch with the System Office to help out with that. Next, Teams is not connected to the Student Office 365 tenant. This means that you can't directly add students to a team. I have activated your ability to add guests to by their full email address, but early testing hasn't been very promising. So at this time, I would still recommend WebEx for your distance classes. If you're needing the new 2019 Microsoft Office desktop apps, you can follow these instructions to load it onto your work machine. Podium and lab computers will continue to use the 2016 version of Office at this time. Do not install Office 2019 onto lab or podium computers because it will attach that computer to your 365 license. We will be trying to get the new version of Office on podium and lab computers later this year. Google Docs. Please remember that the System Office does not support Google Docs. If you use it, please test and verify everything with each student and make sure that they can access your content. We have had times in the past where Gmail accounts were blocking students from being able to view content from instructors. Gradebooks. Here's some screenshots and information and instructions on setting up your gradebook and releasing grades for students. 2 things to note. Number 1, make sure grades are released by checking that the I is not crossed out. If you go down here, you can see that this is crossed out, meaning that it is hidden and that students would not be able to see their grade. Make sure that is not crossed out. Number 2, if you export your gradebook setup from one year to the next, remember that you import and export from the grade screen and not the course admin page. Passwords. As a reminder, passwords have changed as of July 12th. You will now use your computer password to log into D2l and Crossroads. If you are currently locked out, let me, Fred, or Paul know as soon as possible, and we will walk you through resetting it. If you have a work laptop, make sure that you only reset your password while you are on campus and connected to the network. If you reset it and you're not connected to the network, it will start to have issues because you're going to have your computers on one password and then the network's going to be on a completely different password, and you're probably going to end up having issues. So please make sure you're on campus and on the network before you change your password for your laptop. Or if you have a desktop and a laptop, make sure you have your laptop set up on campus before you change your password. I added the export section here to remind everyone that the system office is still planning on purging everything older than 5 years past the course end date. This data will not be recoverable. Please export your old courses to your H drive if you think you will need it. I will be talking to the deans to discuss courses that may need to be kept past 5 years, and we will bring that up with the system office. And you can see everything here showing you how to export your courses. The new Quiz Builder tool is now live for everyone. If you haven't already been using it for the past year, it is now mandatory. The main changes is how everything looks and where things are located when you are adding or editing questions. I've screenshotted the Brightspace community article discussing these changes, and you can see the article right here. Since the changes are mostly visual, your old quizzes should still work as they did. Please preview them to make sure. Lastly, I added this quiz section from the end of the semester email to show some examples on how to restrict and randomize quizzes in D2l. Email me if you have any other D2l questions, anything that I didn't go over here, or questions that questions you might have had throughout this. Please let me know. Thanks for listening, and have a good day.